Riley Kramer hasn't missed a step. Here's Heller, making a couple steps of his own, and he beats Mack with a forehand after a little 1-2.
Right. Oh, and that's gloved down. A great save right there.
Heller's 10th goal of the season. He picked up his 10th assist earlier. He's got 20 points now on the year, and he takes a hit here.
Open cage, but nothing doing. Back the other way, Erickson shoots, save, and a hold on to by Russell.
Possession, give it up then. Here's a 2-on now. Schulte wants it back. His shot denied. Rebound shot and right on the goal line, denied.
To the middle. Furry just gets a stick on it. And Bose is able to get by Sarvac. He's in by himself. He backhands a pass out front off a body. And for it, McCartan tried to help out, and his pass to the point was intercepted by Pins, who was then introduced to the ice surface by Dylan Zanke.
Gets it right over. There's a man walking right up front. Back over. Shot. Score! Guillaume Bose buries the biscuit.
This is the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League Weekly Report on ADHSHL.com and Black Dog Enterprises. Andy Dickerson here with the Week 13 recap. 3 games in the league this past weekend, 2 of which featured the Bellarmine Bells. They faced the top-ranked Oulu Lancers on Friday at the rink's Lakewood Ice, our first game there this season. The Lancers jumped out to an early lead as Chandler DeTola fed Nolan McElhaney for a tap-in goal less than a minute in. Riley Kramer doubled the lead with a diving effort that he swept past Bell goaltender Ryan Mack, and then Jacob Heller made it 3-0 early in the second on a great deep drive and score. Kramer snapped home his second of the game on the power play, and McElhaney picked up his second as well with the man advantage to give the Lancers a commanding 5-goal lead by the middle of the third period. The Bells would get a shutout spoiler from captain Gabe Silva, but the time ran out on them, and the Lancers came away with a 5-1 win. Austin Alarcon got the win in net, splitting time with Alexander Rogers. Heller led all scorers with a goal and 3 assists. On Saturday, in the Varsity D2 Game of the Week, Capistrano United took on La Jolla Country Day. Nate Russell had to be on his toes all game and made big stops like this one to keep it close. Spencer Miranda was able to beat Russell on a third try from the doorstep, though, to make it a 1-0 game. In the second, a double-post snipe from Colin Moore gave the Coyotes a 2-goal lead, but Nick Schultze answered back for the Tories with a rocket to get his team on the board. 30 seconds later, Coyote captain Cameron McCartan restored the 2-goal lead with a one-timer from the slot. Fast forward to late in the frame, where Mark Stingler snuck a shot through the legs of Capo goalie Braden Doppert to pull his team back within 1. In a bit of deja vu, Greg Labella responded for the Coyotes a mere 9 seconds later on a rebound effort, and then Austin Erickson delivered the dagger 28 seconds later with a nifty backhand bar-down roof job. You can see him chopping snakes here, and then with one flick of the wrist, he lodges the puck in the upper shelf of the net. Brandon Duff scored a strange goal in a second effort in the third period, but it wasn't enough as the Coyotes skated off with a 5-3 victory. In our final game of the weekend, Bellarmine took on Servite. Ryan Mack made a key stop on Brendan Schulte to keep the game scoreless in the first, and then made a second stop on another dynamite chance here before Sebastian Zorik blew up Luke Cross at the side of the net. Catastrophe was averted as Friar tender Landon Pavlison dove back into the crease to deny the Bells Jared Southwell. The Bell forward would set a screen in the second for Dean Clements as the latter ripped the puck past Pavlison to open the scoring. The Friars tied things up at 1 when Blake Hammer batted home a centering feed by Jimmy Duff. Jacob Long recorded an assist on the play and almost got a goal of his own later were it not for Mack's quick glove. At the other end, Pavlison slid post to post to deny the pesky Jared Southwell. In the first minute of the third, Southwell finally broke through as he jammed home a rebound from in tight to give the Bells the lead. He extended that lead himself when he smacked in a loose puck from Clements' shot at 5:20 of the third. Finally, Guillaume Bose put the game out of reach with a tap-in on a return feed from Zorik, which made it 4-1. Mack denied Schulte again, this time on a shorthanded effort, and time eventually ran out on the hometown Friars. 4-1 Bells, your final score, with Mack picking up his first win of the season. Interestingly enough, these teams have played 3 times now, and the visiting team has won all 3. Only one other game around the ADHSHL to report on, and that was a Varsity D2 matchup on Saturday in Lakewood. The UCA Eagles downed Newport Mesa 8-1 in a game that was never in doubt. Rubin recorded the only goal for the Ice Kings, while Lucas Euler led the way for the Eagles with 2 goals and an assist. Taking a look at the Varsity D1 standings, the Lancers remain perfect at the top with a 9-0 record. Santa Margarita only has 1 regulation loss and sits in second with 17 points. The 4 teams behind them are only separated by 4 points, though Edison has a couple of games in hand on the others. In Varsity D2, the Coyotes are perfect at the top with a 9-0 record. Unlike the Lancers in D1, all of Capo's wins have come in regulation. Villa Park, San Diego Union, and Conejo Valley are battling it out for second place, followed by a mess of teams still in single digits. Only 2 matchups in the league next week, both of them in Varsity Division 1. At 6:45 p.m. on Friday, the 12th, J. Sarah will take on Damien. Damien will be looking for their first win of the season. Then at 8:30, it's a matchup between number 1 and number 2 as the undefeated Olu Lancers will take on Santa Margarita. Olu won the first matchup in thrilling fashion, come from behind 6-5 in OT on September 27th. But the Eagles are riding high on a 4-game winning streak. Should be some great action. We hope you can catch it all next week. Thanks for joining us for this report. We'll do it all again. For the ADHSHL, I'm Andy Dickerson. So long.